Hello, everyone. It's me again. So that concludes our last day of the program, as well as our program in general. So, first of all, thank you so much for choosing Silicon Valley Innovation Center and joining us throughout those days. I believe that those were useful sessions for everyone involved. Myself, have been involved in some of those programs before, but nevertheless, I really enjoyed some of the speakers that we had in general through the program, as well as today. So in particular, I think my lesson from the first lecture, from talking about how Hyperwallet did it, is that there's always a way, pretty much, on how to find that additional revenue by trying to be smart about it, right? So how, and I think this is the trend that we see across the board, that pretty much if you have the money in the digital world, right? Why not earn funds from that, right? So in a lot of cases, in 1099s, for example, right, or in general in the payroll, maybe not people withdraw their funds all from the very beginning. Maybe you can make money on just having them in the account before they need them, right? So I think that was a most important for me part in the first presentation, where I learned on how businesses can and do actually transform themselves, increase their revenues by getting into the payment, getting into the stream of money that goes through their company, of which they take certain portions, which I think is completely different from what we saw traditionally, where we just pretty much pocket our operational, so to speak, profit and operational revenue. And I think it was really good to, as a final presentation, just to get a view of what is ahead of us, right? And I know that so for some of us it's more troubling times than for others, but then at the same time, I think that there is still a lot of better things in better conditions that we saw compared to the last crisis. Like, for example, people just did not just lose money, it didn't disappear as it was with a mortgage-backed security crisis in 2008. But then at the same time, it does pose a lot of challenges, and we need to be cautious about those challenges. We need to, again, look into the FinTech providers. We need to look into TechFin providers. We need to see how we can integrate them, or become ourselves more FinTech or more TechFin related, and integrate with the other big players, or maybe partner together, right? Why not create a platform where several smaller players can exchange funds, can lend each other, maybe something completely different that can come out with more virtual world that we live in right now. So that's probably my overview of today. Anyone wants to share about their day and their understanding? Laura, do you want to share your experience and what you learned today, or in general, what did you find interesting?
Oh gosh, the whole thing was extremely interesting. Both presentations were very good. The first one, the hyperwallet, fascinating, and just understanding how they are used really as a marketplace and branded across different businesses, and how they form the model. I think at the end it's about infrastructure. So they provide really the how I see the ecosystem for other organizations to come or companies to come and leverage them. So that I thought that was very, very interesting. I We work in the bank that I work for. We provide a lot of loans to Latin America, and actually learning all the restrictions that really had to go through with Brazil. I think that is very interesting and pretty new to this organization. So that's why it was interesting to me. But then the second one, I was just more fascinated to about banking as a service. We are going to acquire a new piece of software for us to operate our core banking, and I just see the traditional tools are just completely changing, and there are a lot of new ones that are coming to the market. So the whole, uh, all the sessions were extremely interesting, a different perspective, and I gained a lot of knowledge.
Yeah. All right, awesome. So thank you so much. And then also, anyone else who wants to share? Stuart, Sylvester, Marcia.
Yes, in general, I have learned a lot from the sessions, and it's very useful to see the examples that the conferences have told us, and it's good. It's good to be part of these sessions. Thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you. Stuart, Sylvester, Innocent, Galamaya, you want to share?
Hello, team. No, for me, generally, it has been a worth, program, considering the kind of objectives that we had right from day one up to today. You look at, the whole spectrum of presentations that we got. It was a great value add, in terms of in appreciation of the knowledge that we really need to create for, our students going forward. And even not only students, but even the teaching staff as well. Yeah, because there's need for capacity building, and particularly today, the use cases, the various use cases that we that we were taken through, and what goes behind the scenes in terms of payments. It was quite interesting to appreciate what goes on, and the fact that at times checks will be written. While we think that everything is digitized and it's all ones and zeros going on, and yet checks are written. No, it was quite interesting, and getting to understand as well the kind of challenges that tech companies encounter, especially in the payments arena. Yes, even here in Southern Africa, you find there are quite some countries where it is very, very difficult to move money out of, and probably even get money into such countries. And so, well, I would say it was quite enriching.
Perfect. Thank you. Thanks so much for sharing. So, well, that's. Guillermo, do you want to share?
Yes. I mean, I think the entire course was really kind of eye-opening in terms of the developments in the financial sector, particularly from the technology perspective. I mean, to today's presentation, I mean, particularly the last one, I think when you look at Africa, I think roughly it's looked at as having a population of about 66% of the population, adult population, who are unbanked. And looking at the opportunities that fintechs are actually bringing forth, I think we see opportunities for those for the sector of the population that is unbanked to actually benefit a lot from that. And when bringing it down to what we are as Botswana Accountancy College, I think Stuart has touched on the benefits of the whole course to us. And not only the curricula, not only for staff, but not only for students, but for staff as well. And it's only a pity that we did not have. I'll probably be saying staff from our financial services coming onto this program. But I mean, we have had the opportunity to actually come onto the program. There's a lot that we actually will be able to contribute and share with them, in their endeavor to contribute to the strategy of the organization. And considering the challenges that I think a number of organizations, including BAs, ourselves, have now found themselves in as a result of COVID, we have seen the need to actually even diversify our businesses. Our core business is education. But I know one area that has been looked at is, driving the development of startup organizations, as part of Botswana Accountancy College. And, coming to a program like this that talked, financial technology and also shared a lot on the innovation process itself. I think, I believe we have, acquired very, very valuable, information and input that we will be able to use as we drive, the strategic direction of contribute to the strategic direction of BAC, particularly in the area of innovation, diversification to innovation towards diversification and entrepreneurship. Much appreciated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you so much for the kind words. So that concludes our program, and we'll send these certificates to your emails. Also, I will obviously upload all of those presentations. I will also upload 2 of our presentation from our LDT program on the innovation from leading digital transformation, just not FinTech, but just innovation specific, from our wonderful speakers, from Matthew Gruel and some others. I think you're going to enjoy them, so please do check to the Adobe Prime. I'm going to upload them either today or tomorrow, so that just kind of are present from Silicon Valley Innovation Center. I'm sure you'll find those presentations very useful. We'll also send the certificates to the emails that you have provided. You can also add them on the LinkedIn if you want. And then also, obviously, feel free to reach out if we can be of any help. Again, SVIC sits here in the Silicon Valley. We have probably the largest network of connections everywhere amongst the different providers. So if you need any help with innovation, with transformation, with research, with advising, I don't like the word consulting, I like the word advising. So please do feel free to reach out. We'll definitely would enjoy working with each and every one of you on solving the complex issues in this even more complex world. So again, thank you so much for choosing SAIC. Thank you so much for committing your time and your contribution to our program. I really enjoyed getting to know every one of you, and I also really enjoyed spending this program with you. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful rest of your day or evenings or maybe nights. And I hope to see you all in the future. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, and do keep and stay well.
Perfect.
Thank you.